Hello, everyone. Welcome to Wingcat Sports, and it's the NFC North breakdown. Like always, I'm going to start with the Lions since that's the home team for me. It's the easiest thing to talk about. Again, quick breakdown of them. They lose 30-17 against the Chiefs. My full breakdown of the game, obviously, in the post game that I made a couple days ago. But again, not the Lions just going to get going in this one. That is the biggest thing. You can blame the refs all you want, but they had the opportunities to at least apply more pressure, and they didn't. So overall, they lost the game because they couldn't get things going when they needed to. They couldn't get the stops when they needed to. Again, you had your few moments, and Brian Branch is suspended one game for his actions at the end of the game. I can understand why he was upset at the end of the game, but unnecessary to say the least. Even with the illegal block in the back that wasn't called, drop passes that wasn't called, or everything else that added on to what already was a frustrating game for the Lions. Again, it is what it is. You dropped 4-2. Chiefs are 3-3, and you move on to your next game. The next game I have to talk about, which I can find one of the NFC North games up top here. I'll do the next one. Green Bay winning 27-18 over the Cincinnati Bengals. We were a little bit worried with that one. Joe Flacco maybe getting another win over them. He couldn't do it. He was 29 for 45 though, 219 yards and 2 TDs. Not terrible, but overall, Packers had a good day. 259 yards from Jordan Love with a TD and one interception, was sacked one time, and he also had Josh Jacobs running for 93 yards, getting a couple touchdowns as well. They almost had you worried at the end there, but overall they made out with the win. They were able to escape anything scary from going on inside there. But hey, again, a win is a win overall. Next game, Bears Commanders. Overall, the Bears won, surprisingly, against the Commanders. Last second field goal from Jake Moody. They're up to 3-2 now. Again, Caleb Williams did not have a bad day. 17 for 29, 252 yards, and a TD. DeAndre Swift won me my fantasy game, ran for 108 yards, had no touchdowns, surprisingly. Rushing, I'm sure he probably had one receiving. He did. He did good. He did good yesterday on Monday Night Football. And voila, here we go. Division is practically all tied up. When you go look at overall inside the division, the standings, everybody is either 3-2 or 4-2 besides the Packers, who are 3-1-1, currently leading the division. It's surprising. It is very surprising overall. Vikings were on a bye week, so there wasn't much to worry about with the Vikings this week. They're going on to face the Eagles next week. I think I mixed up my bye. I always mix up my bye week, so I do these videos. They're playing the Eagles this week. Probably dropping to 3-3, to be honest. Looking at it, I don't see how the Vikings are going to get out of this one. I would give it to the Eagles, though they have lost 2 straight. I think this is the Eagles' bounce back game, and the Vikings will have their chance to make it out. Will not make it out of that, but maybe they will. Maybe they'll be surprised. I think the Eagles are going to win, though. Then they'll go up to 5-2. Bears, they're on to play the New Orleans Saints. I'm going to give it to the Bears here. They're going to be 4-2, I think, after this week. The New Orleans Saints aren't that great of a team. I think they're going to have their opportunity to continue on their path. They're going to be at home against the Saints. They'll be 4-2 at the end of this week, applying pressure within the division. Packers. Once I can get to the Packers, they will end up playing this week. Oh, Dan, let me get to the Packers. Packers this week will end up playing the Cardinals, which again I got to give it to the Packers. Though they're in Arizona, Cardinals are currently 2-4. I'm going to give it to Green Bay. I think Green Bay is going to win. They'll be 4-1-1. Which again keeps this division tight. It will be difficult for the Lions to kind of keep up, I think, in this division with how everyone's playing right now, because this week they have Tampa Bay on Monday Night Football. We will see how it ends up going. I'm not that confident. More or less because we saw this week how we played against the Chiefs. Tampa Bay is a better team than the Chiefs. They're currently 5-1. You are at home, but that secondary is destroyed. And you got Brian Branch out this game. He's suspended for a game for a fight at the end of the game. is not going to look good for the Lions. I don't think in this one. I think they're going to fall. They'll be 4-3. It will be interesting exactly to see how it will go though. And I'll kind of get more of that into a pregame for that game too. If you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think about what's going on inside the NFC North. Until next time, see everybody soon.